Hello again, as always, it's me, Indah Melindasari from ONEderland Consulting. I have over 10 years of experience as a migration agent and was once a migrant myself, which gave me a unique insight into the migration process. Please like this video and click subscribe to get all the compilation of Australian immigration contents and updates. I'm sure that you have ever heard about the Prospective Marriage Visa, which is the Subclass 300, which is also known as the Fiancé Visa or 300 Visa. As Prospective Marriage Visa is one of the visa subclass under the Family Visa program. The 300 Visa is specified for those who are engaged with an Australian citizen, Australian permanent resident, or eligible New Zealand citizen. After being granted a 300 visa, the couples can get married either in Australia or other countries as long as the marriage is valid under the Australian law. In this video, I will give you detailed information about the 300 visa, including full requirement of subclass 300 visa, the application process, processing time, visa application costs, benefits and rights you will have while holding a fiancé visa, and what to do after you hold your marriage on the subclass 300 visa. Let's dive into each of them. 1. Full requirements of subclass 300 visa. I will divide the full requirement into 3 parts, including the requirement for applicant, the requirement for the sponsor, and requirement for relationship. The requirement for the applicant are: be sponsored by your prospective spouse, and the sponsorship must be approved. Meet the health and character requirements. Never had a visa application refused or cancelled or overstayed. Be above 18 years old. Be an Australian citizen or permanent resident and eligible New Zealand citizen. Did not sponsor more than 2 people on a partner visa or prospective marriage visa. Did not sponsor another person on a partner visa or prospective marriage visa in the last 5 years. Did not grant a partner visa or prospective marriage visa that the sponsor applied for less than 5 years ago. Does not have a conviction for a relevant offence. And lastly, to be eligible for the subclass 300 visa, you must make sure that you and your partner intend to get married within the validity period of the subclass 300 visa. Both of you are free to marry, have met in person and personally known each other, and genuinely intend to live together as a married couple. Move on to the next section, which is the application process for a subclass 300 visa. An online application for the subclass 300 visa is required. You must be outside of Australia when you apply for this visa and when your subclass 300 visa is granted. Before applying for the subclass 300 visa in Australia, make sure you have already filed the NOIM or Notice of Intended Marriage issued by the Registrar of Birth, Deaths and Marriage to book your wedding date with a marriage celebrant. You must marry your prospective spouse during the validity period of your subclass 300 visa, which can be in Australia or abroad. Most importantly, your marriage must be valid according to the Australian law. Number 3, the processing time for the subclass 300 visa. As of November 2023, the processing time of the subclass 300 visa is between 11 and 33 months. It may take longer to process if you don't fill out core or you don't include all the documentation that are needed. Also, it's important to note that the processing time might change depending on the application demands of the Department of Home Affairs. So make sure to check the processing time regularly. The subclass 300 visa costs around 8,850 Australian dollars for the main applicant. An additional charge of 4,430 Australian dollars is required for secondary applicant above 18 years old, and 2,215 Australian dollars is required for secondary applicant under 18 years old. The visa fee currently changes every year in July following the financial year. This is why I always recommend my clients to lodge their application before July. Number 5. benefits and rights you will have while holding a 300 visa. Okay, so there are certainly many benefits you will get as a holder subclass 300 visa, including you can enter Australia before you marry your prospective spouse, may leave and re-enter Australia as many times as you wish before your visa expired, work and study in Australia, apply partner visa after your marriage, and stay in Australia for up to 15 months. Last but not least, what you should do after getting married on a 300 visa. Sure thing, you must register your marriage as soon as possible. Your marriage certificate is very important for the next step after your marriage, which is submitting a partner visa application. You must quickly prepare your partner visa onshore application. You have to prepare the application as soon as possible because you must lodge the partner visa application before your subclass 300 visa expires. There will be an additional charge when you apply for a partner visa application, which is 1,475 Australian dollars. The fee might also change in July every year, so make sure you get the updated information on the fee. But generally, there will be no other requirements except that you must show a valid and legal marriage has been conducted within the validity period of your subclass 300 visa. That is all about prospective marriage visa. You should know. At this stage, you might be wondering, which one is better? Prospective marriage visa or partner visa? Well, the answer is on you. It depends on what is your main intention and the circumstances surrounding your relationship with your partner. If you're unsure which visa is best for you and your partner, feel free to contact us through the contact details on our description box and pinned comment. If it is confusing for you, it's always best for you to seek professional advice so you won't fall for the wrong decision, especially when a tight timeline is what you are dealing with. Don't ever take your chance for granted. ONEderland Consulting is always here and ready to ease your concerns about Australian visa applications. You can find our contact details in our description box and pinned in the comment. Our consultant will delightfully assist you with your visa inquiries. It will be our pleasure to assist you with your prospective marriage visa application and with other types of Australian visas. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more content and all the latest immigration and visa updates in Australia with us. I'm Indah Melinda Sari from ONEderland Consulting. See you in another change.